Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Good Person of Szechwan by Bertolt Brecht. The German dramatist Bertolt Brecht wrote this play in collaboration with Margaret Stephan and Ruth Berlau. This play is an example of Brecht's non-Aristotelian drama, that is, a drama form intended to be staged with the methods of epic theatre. The play is a parable set in the Chinese city of Szechwan. The play opens with Wang, who is a water seller, explaining to the audience that he is on the city outskirts awaiting the foretold appearance of several important gods. Soon the gods arrive and ask Wang to find them shelter for the night. They are tired because they have travelled far and wide in search of good people who still live according to the principles that the gods have handed down. And all they found was only greed, evil, dishonesty, and selfishness. In Szechwan also, no one will take them in. No one has the time or means to care for others. No one except the poor young prostitute Shetha, whose pure inherent charity cannot allow her to turn away anyone in need. Shetha was going to see a customer, but decides to help out these people. Confusion follows, leaving Wang fleeing, leaving his water carrying pole behind her. Shetha is rewarded for her hospitality as the gods take it as a sure sign of goodness. They give her money and she buys a humble tobacco shop which they intend as both gift and test. Will Shenton be able to maintain her goodness with these newfound means, however slight they may be? If she succeeds, the gods' confidence in humanity would be restored. Though at first Shetha seems to live up to God's expectations, her generosity quickly turns a small shop into an overcrowded poorhouse which attracts crime and also police supervision. In a sense, Shetha quickly fails the test as she is forced to introduce the invented cousin Shuta as overseer and protector of her interest. Shetha dons a costume of male clothing, a mask, and a forceful voice to take on the role of Shuta. Shuta arrives at the shop, coldly explains that his cousin has gone out of town on a short trip, curtly turns out the hangers on, and quickly restores order to the shop. At first, Shuta only appears when Shete is in a particularly desperate situation. But as the action of the play develops, Shete becomes unable to keep up with the demands made on her and is overwhelmed by the promises she makes to others. Therefore, she is compelled to call on her cousin's services for longer periods until at last her true personality seems to be consumed by her cousin's severity. Where Sheta is soft, compassionate, and vulnerable, Shuta is unemotional and pragmatic and even vicious. It seems that only Shuta is made to survive in the world in which they live. In what seems no time at all, he has built a humble shop into a full-scale tobacco factory with many employees. Shete also makes an unemployed male pilot, young Sen, and she quickly falls in love after preventing him from hanging himself. However, Yang Sen doesn't return Sheta's feelings, but he is actually using her for her money, and Sheta quickly falls pregnant with his child. Eventually, one of the employees hears Sheta crying, but when he enters into Shuta, only is present in the room. The employee demands to know what he has done with Sheta, and when Shute is not able to prove where she is, he is taken to the court on the charge of having hidden or even possibly murdered his cousin. The townspeople also discover a bundle of Shete's clothing under Shuta's desk, which makes them even more suspicious. During the process of a trial, the gods appear in the robes of the judges, and Shuta says that he will make a confession if the room is cleared except for the judges. When the townspeople have gone, Shuta reveals herself to the gods, who are confronted by the dilemma that their seemingly arbitrary divine behavior has caused. They have created impossible circumstances for those who wish to live good lives. Yet, they refuse to intervene directly to protect their followers from the vulnerability that this goodness engenders. And at the end, it is for the spectator, that is the readers also, to figure out how a good person can possibly come to a good end in the world because the world is not good. This is the play by him. If you have anything more to add on to what I have said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.